Peace and blessings, guys. What's going on? I'm your man SG1 from the Grammy Award team, the Peacemakers. You know what? I'm tripping. I don't even know if you guys can hear me, right? Oh God, I'm tripping, guys. All right, so yeah, I didn't do what I needed to do to make sure that you guys are gonna be able to hear me. Peace and blessings, guys. I apologize. If you can hear me, let me know in the chat section. Please let me know. Give me a thumbs up, guys. Let me know you can hear me. We're going to talk about a lot of different things. And I apologize for you, those of you who will be watching this replay. Jesus Christ. I mean, I'm just unorganized this morning, guys. Can you guys hear me? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Thumbs up if you can hear me. All right, great. It's a good sound. First and foremost, my name is SG1 from the Grammy Award team, the Peacemakers. If you don't know who I am, check me out. Google us. It's spelled T-H-A, peace like a piece of cake, M-A-K-E-R-Z. And I want to talk to you guys about something very important today, which is how record labels are signing artists, how you can get signed. Also, if you have any questions that you want to ask me, I'll try my best to answer them. But if you enable Super Chat or you hit me on Super Chat, you will definitely get priority answers to your questions. First and foremost, let me say to all you guys who attended the webinar this past week, thank you, big ups. I appreciate all the response you guys gave me. A lot of you who didn't get a chance to attend the webinar, you can ask the guys who did attend, and they'll tell you that they were blown out the water with the information I gave them. I gave more information on my webinar than any of these channels will give you in your entire life, man. So big ups to that. And if you're in here for the first time, I welcome you. Also, make sure that you hit the subscribe button so that you become a part of the team, the community, as we definitely believe each one teach one. Now, I'm gonna go right in. And like I said, you guys can ask questions at the end. Those who have the Super Chat will have prioritized. You will have prioritized answers. So I'll answer you in priority. So get your questions together, get them together. However, I'm constantly getting messages on Instagram asking me and people contacting me wanting to either manage them or how can I help them get major label deals. If you attended the webinar, then you know that I addressed this already. However, I did find it necessary to talk about it again for those of you who did not get it. If you're interested in finding out how to work with major labels, I'm going to cover that in this particular video. Now, the first aspect of it is everyone has aspirations to make it big. If you are a part of this channel, then you are a music producer. You have something that you're doing in the music industry, and you're trying your best to make money, make this a career move. You're probably not happy where you are, whatever you're doing. But those of you who are already in the music industry, you've seen this constant shift within the industry that is becoming a little bit more harder to get signed. One of the reasons is, guys, is because major labels are actually working toward, I hate to say this, are taking advantage of your work. What I mean by that is they're looking for you to already have done the work. In order to get signed today, it doesn't take much, guys. Get you a following. All you have to do is have you a following. Most of you, if you have over 100,000 subscribers on either YouTube or Instagram or anything like that, you can easily get signed because 100,000 followers equates to big bucks. And if you were on one of my live streams about 2 weeks ago, you remember me telling you that my son personally makes $3,000 a week on his Instagram account selling promos and stuff like that. And so it shows you the power of the social media platform. And it says so much. But for you guys to get signed, if you're truly interested in trying to get, you know, one of these, if this is what you want, this isn't for everybody now, because I know a lot of you guys are indies and you want to stay independent. You want to be independent. You understand that aspect of it. But for those of you who are interested in finding out how to do that, getting a record deal, it is simple, getting your social media up to par. And I'll tell you something, the most powerful tool that you guys have is YouTube. YouTube is one of the most powerful tools there is. I mean, tools there is, because I've watched people like Queen Naja, what's the guy name? Living My Best Life. I can't even think, Lil Duval. And these people go from being comedians to becoming musicians, outside of Queen Naja, of course. But if you notice, it's an ongoing trend that those with large YouTube followings are now getting great record deals. Most of them are signing 360 deals, but they're getting record deals because most of them wanted to become musicians. So in its simplicity, guys, the answer is, if you're looking for a record label to sign you, get your social media following together. Before, it was much, much harder. You would actually have to draw interest. You would have to make so much noise in a particular region or demographics that the record label would then send A&Rs out to you. They will witness you at a show. Then they will sit down and talk about, how you guys can perform and all those other things. But definitely, if you want to get signed, you got to have a social media following. And the reason behind that, and why I want you to understand, is if you already have a following, you are pretty much guaranteeing the record label their money back. Now, let's go back. Remember, record labels and being signed to a record label is only being signed to a bank. That's it. They are going to finance your project. Okay, that's it. If you had the money, there will be no need for you to be signed to a major record label. So I want you to make sure you understand that, because a lot of people don't properly understand that record labels are banks. And when a record label says, hey, we need to recoup our money and we need to get this money back, people take it the wrong way. Oh, I'm not making as much money as I should be making. That's because they're getting the money back from their investment. So as long as you can understand that major labels are banks and that you are an investment and that you are a product, because that's how they're going to view you, then you should go into that situation fully aware of what will be expected from you as the artist / product, and that that within any investment, people are going to make their money back. Now, I say that to you because it goes and it parallels conversations that I have with many of you about understanding that your music business is just that. And if you're not going to treat your music business like that, you're going to lose and fail. And sometimes it's a rude awakening. Sometimes people really don't want to accept that. And sometimes people want to be independent, but don't want to do what it takes to become an independent artist or to align themselves up as an independent artist because they are scared to make investments. But they'll sign to a major label expecting the major label to market, to promote, to book shows, to do these things. And it takes money to do all those things. But now with the social media platform, it is more simplistic than you guys realize. You just have to study and master the art of social media influencing. Learn. Here's the secret, guys. Stop treating YouTube as just an advertising vessel. Stop using Instagram as an advertising vessel and start treating it like it's a reality show. This is your reality show. This camera right here. This is your reality show, right? And you are the star. So when you look at it that way and you start having real conversations, the same way I'm looking at this camera right now and I'm talking to you, you know who I'm talking about. For all those who are going to drop off of this, fine. I'm talking to you. The same way I'm talking to you right now about how to make this happen for you, you have to talk to your fans that way. Social media is just that. It's a social platform for us to engage with each other. And I want you guys to understand it, whether you want to be a multi-platinum producer or artist, whether you want to be a songwriter, no matter what genre you're in, here's what happens when you reach a certain plateau. People want to know you. Beat them to the punch. Give them you. Give them the insight of what it's going to take in order to make it, what it took you to make it. That's what people want to hear. That's what people want to really tune into. That's what you guys, I hope, relate to me about, because I'm giving you what it took for us to work with artists like Dr. Dre and Eminem and that experience and what we've come to learn and what we've come to understand. That is the aspect of social media a lot of people don't grasp. People think that I'm just going to put my music on YouTube or I'm gonna distribute it through DistroKid or TuneCore and I'm not getting any money. I'm not making any sales because no one knows you. You're putting your needle in a haystack of needles and you're saying, identify my music amongst all these other needles. Well, the only way I can look for your music is if I know what your needle looks like. And you have to understand that. But it goes along with what I tell you guys most of the time, which is empowering yourself. If you do all the work, if you build out a brand, if you get 100,000 people to follow you on social media, if you get an Instagram following that is beyond imagination, why would you give all that power up when you can do it yourself at that point? Again, my son only has 11,000 followers on his Instagram, yet he makes $3,000 a week. I can't make this up. I wish I could say my 16-year-old son isn't making literally $12,000 a month. We have to literally govern his money and control how he spends his money because he wasn't used to having that. But if a 16-year-old child can do it, or a teenager can do it, you as adults, no matter what your age, can do it. It's understanding the power that you wield in relating yourself or making yourself relatable. This is the secret behind social media. People are scared. You're scared to give people you, but that's the only way you're going to make it. And get it out the way now, because once you become successful and famous, people are going to find out who you are anyway. They're going to Google you. They're going to go to all your Instagram program posts. They're going to go to all your Facebook posts. They're going to pull up things you didn't think they could pull up. They're going to archive your entire page and draw it out and pull up. So beat them to the punch. Let them know who you are. Build your social media profile that way. Engage them with the comedy, with the good side, the bad side. Do that, okay? So that way people get a chance to know you, because your music is a reflection of you. Think about it. Your music is a reflection for you. So good, bad, or indifferent. So if you had a bad day, people are going to be like, I remember this particular song. I remember when this happened in his life or her life. And that's what this song is about. Oh God, let me go watch that again. Right? And you're getting paid from it anyway. Speaking of which, while I'm on the subject, want to say to you guys, I'm getting ready to do a docu-series. I'm interested in any of you guys who are willing to share your life, honestly. What it takes, what you do in the morning, what's your daily routine from the time you wake up to the time you go to bed, to the time you produce a track, to the time you get in a record company. I want to share that with the Amazon members. And I want to share that with the world. So if you're up for that, make sure you email me, letting me know that you're down. We can talk particulars, but I want to highlight you guys. Here's a chance for you to get highlighted. We're also going to feature this overseas. And it's the exact thing that I'm talking to you guys about. Now, with that being said, I'm going to go into some questions real quick. And if you have any questions, make sure you ask me. Like I said, Super Chat will get priority. Flanty. You guys got to really stop this. Let me tell you something. YouTube will flag anything that has curse words in it. But I'm gonna repeat what Flanty says. I need to sign a deal. Fuck all that. That's why you won't sign a deal, because you're gonna say fuck all that. This is a science. This is a science, and it's those who think outside the box and pay attention to what's going on that makes it, Flanty. If you're not paying attention, you're watching YouTube videos, you're watching all these people, you're not understanding what's going on. That's the difference between those who just want something and those who understand how they go and get it. You have to understand how the demographics of a thing work. You can't decide, oh, today I want my own mobile phone. I want my own brand, Flanty Mobile. But you don't know how the hell mobile phones work. You don't know what a variable capacitor is. You don't know what a transistor is. You don't know what radio frequencies mobile phones operate on. You just want a phone that has the Flanty brand. Come on, fuck all that. It's not going to work. Understand what I'm saying to you. Social media is the key. You are now in control of your lives, guys. You've never been more in control of your life. That y'all can't even imagine how much control you are in your life, and how now no one controls your destiny. No one can control your destiny. It's not like when I was coming into this and me and my brother was coming into this and we had to write 1,000,000 damn songs in order to get someone's attention just so we can become ghostwriters. No, guys, you have the power to do this and make it work. You understand? So I really want you guys to understand that. And first and foremost, let me do this. I apologize. Peace and blessings to Black Heart Society, Iran F, Adathar 1986, all my family. Juice P, what's going on, Juice P? The Magician, Nikki Wicks in the house. Y'all look out for Nikki Wicks. We are releasing Nikki Wicks. Y'all didn't know that, so reveal Nikki Wicks is signed. We're releasing Nikki Wicks, so look out for his first album. Make sure you guys follow Nikki Wicks on his YouTube channel, and make sure you go to his Instagram channel and follow him as well. We got some dynamic music, because I wouldn't be releasing it if it was garbage. Trust me. Brand new Peace and Blessings, Big He, all you guys that I didn't get a chance. Vaughn Street Music, Freddie Hood, Daniel Yates. Peace and blessings to all you guys. Thank you for showing up. However, now it's time for the questions. If you got any questions or anything that you want me to elaborate on with that aspect of it, please do so, guys. Please do that. And I'll be more than willing to help you guys to the best of my ability while we're doing this live stream. And again, look, man, we got 60 of you guys here at one time, 61, 62 in here, you guys here at the same time watching this. So please feel free, man. And Kate Crawley, thank you so much, brother. Thank you so much on here. Someone says pin. I'm learning how to put this stuff, you know what I mean? Like pin Nikki Wicks. How do I pin Nikki Wicks? I don't even know how the hell you pin Nikki Wicks. They won't even give me. Anyway, participants. I can't, you know what I mean? I'm slow. Y'all got to work with me. Peace and blessings to Spadazo 100 as well. All right. Brand new, no problem. He says, thanks for the info. Juice P says, it seemed like I'm in a crab in the barrel city. How can I get myself more out there to get more followers? That's the problem right there, Juice P. And no disrespect to you. Everyone thinks that they are crab in a barrel in their city, and that's because you're only thinking your city. You're only thinking your city. If you utilize your city for one simple thing, a resource to make more money, meaning that I live in a city right now where there's ample rappers, ample producers. You know what they do? They don't make money here because they feel like people are crabs in a barrel and they want something for free. But if I have a dozen crabs, it's not one crab that you can make a meal with. It's the dozen crabs that you'll eat that you can make a meal with. So you take all those dozen crabs that are, you know, they want a little something for nothing, and you make it work for you. You don't have to give them your platinum track that you have designed for Drake or your platinum song that you created that you want to release, but give them something that you can make that $20, $30, $40 off of each crab. You get what I'm saying? Also, stop thinking that it's all about one area. With social media and with the internet, we are right now. Matter of fact, let's do a sound off. I'm gonna prove something to you. Everybody, tell me where you're from. Everyone, tell me where you're from. What city you in? You don't have to tell me exactly where you're at. What city are you from? And I want you guys to pay attention to the power of social media. So, and my point is going to be the power of social media and the internet allows you to be able to reach people in a way that you couldn't do before. We didn't have this demographics. We're looking at Florida. We're looking at Ireland. Okay. We're looking at all kind of stuff here, man. You know what I'm saying? Chicago, South Carolina, Greenville. He's in my area. Virginia, Atlanta, Detroit, Michigan, East Canada, South Central LA, DC, New York, the Bronx, Naples, Florida, Mexico, Las Vegas. Come on, bruh. Really? Nova Scotia, Canada, Tennessee, St. Louis, Kalamazoo. The power right here. You all are witnessing this, the power. So when you're thinking about that crab in a bucket because you're not thinking outside the box, this is the power of social media, right? We have 67, 68 people here in chat that I wouldn't meet any other time. Are y'all paying attention? Are y'all paying attention? 68 people that are in the chat, almost 70 people that's in here that is listening to the message and me share my ideas, my successes, how you guys can make it, right? And I keep telling you guys, the universe is designed for you. The universe, it collapses, it expands, but it's waiting for you to ask the right thing. It's waiting on you to show it that you really want it. You can't believe that you're going to fail. You can't think about the crabs. That's life. Life is fucked up, bro. You understand? It's the fucked up points in our lives that empower us to do better. When we're tired of the same situation is when you become what you're tired of being. You see, that's what we were. We was tired of the same situation. So we thought what we needed to do and where we wanted to go, and we made it manifest. We put it in the work. We had to think outside the box. We had to be more creative. What's going to make me stand out from the rest of these songwriters? You have to think that way, family. You have to think that way. Savannah, Georgia, big ups to Savannah. Gotta give my Savannah, because y'all right down the street from me, right? So it's that thing, Jordan, that you have to understand. And this is what you guys have to understand. You guys have to understand how this works, because you can be successful. There is no reason why I shouldn't be seeing one of you guys charting. There is no reason why one of you guys shouldn't be having in the next year a YouTube channel with 5,000 to 10,000 subscribers of people that want to fuck with you because they fuck with you, because they like you. They like the way you tell your story. You ain't got to do nothing different. What makes us unique as a people is how my story is told, even though my story is the same story that you guys have. Most of you guys are subscribed to me because I keep it real. This is what happened. We were struggling. We was hurting. We got talent. That's what I hear from most of you guys. We was trying to figure out how to get there. We was just trying to figure out, what did I need to do to get there? It was attention. The more people saw us, the more people heard our music, the more people wanted to work with us. It was eventual that the 6 degrees of separation was going to apply to us. Think about what I'm saying. It's a numbers game. It's what all millionaires know. I'm not looking for 100,000 producers to follow me. If y'all bring them, that's fine. I'm only looking for a small few of the needle in the haystacks so I can sign them and get them signed like Nikki Wicks. I'm looking for the small few who have the work ethics that show me, oh man, I fuck with dude, man. Oh yeah, he's the bomb. Well, I mess with her. You understand? That's what you have to understand. Just creating the music is not enough. Creating the music is not enough. This is my arena. That's how you have to treat the music industry. Even though we respect and big up every producer, every songwriter, every artist, you have to say, but ain't none of them like me. None of them like me. However, guess what? I'm still human, right? And share that with us. Share that with us. How many times I tell you guys, go and subscribe to each other's channel. How many times have I told you guys start doing YouTube channels and sharing? I told BK Banger that BK Banger started out at 90. He's now at over 1,000 subscribers. His views, I think some of his views, he got 71,000 views. 71,000 people watched his product. 71,000 potential clients. Come on, guys. Let's go, family. What? Come on, man. Let's go. What else I got to say, right? Come on, man. Like, y'all have no clue, man. I'm listening to all you cats' music, man. And I'm so excited, but it's like, I only could do so much. I only could do so much. I can present a shitload of talent to these record labels. I'm working hard with my overseas talent because the overseas market respect the music more than America. I can honestly say that to you. I'm not saying that America isn't where you can get it in, but I'm talking to these people and I know what they're looking for. But they have to know that you're dedicated to your own craft. They have to know you put in work. They have to know that you've at least figured out what it's going to take to get people to want to buy your music. They're not just going to put a bunch of music. The days of just building an artist out, building them out because they look like rock stars, it's over. They want to know that you know that you're a rock star or you're a rap star or a future platinum producer and you've done the work. They want to know that you believe in yourself. And they're not messing with you if you don't believe in yourself. You understand? So that's the point that I'm saying to you guys. Really understanding what it takes or believing in someone that you feel has the ability to do what it takes, or having faith in your artist or your child or your son, because that's what I do. You understand? That's what I do. So I'm gonna try to take on some questions real quick. If you guys have questions, make sure that you all follow each other, follow Flanty, follow everybody here, man. You know what I mean? Get it done. But like I said, if you're really interested in being a part of what we have, we're going big. We're creating a whole set of series. So there's at one point in time, we are going to rent a house out. We're going to be having producers come in. We're going to bring a few of you guys down in the immediate future. We're going to shoot a series and a sitcom over that. We want to highlight music producers and what it's taking you guys to get to your point and dream. We want realistic views. This is only going to bring you more people to follow your brand. If you're interested in that and you're willing to share a portion of your life and what it's taking you within the next week, you know, how you operating within a week, and share that with the world, let me know, because it's going to be on Amazon. We're pushing it to Netflix. We are trying to open up every door that we can to help you guys, man. I want you guys to really know that we are really pro you. This is where I come from, the produce community. Been in the music business over 30 years of my life, and I know where this is going, and I know that we can help each other get to where we need. So if you're interested, make sure you email me and let me know. Okay, so Kyle Knockwood, very good question. Like I said, Super Chat is available. Y'all been asking me for Super Chat, and I've made it available. So I don't want to have to sort through questions. True Definition says, you're right. Brand New says, yes, sir. Appreciate it. What kind of beats do you recommend people make right now? So now, Kyle Knockwood Music, you're probably new to my channel. I've always told people to be have a diverse section in your catalog. First and foremost, let's change the terminology of beats and start using productions, because that alone changes how you'll make your music. So start saying productions versus beats, because producers is what the industry want versus beat makers. Okay. And I'll explain that because people don't understand the difference. Producers are all in honing and crafting the project, from the production aspect of the music making to the artist and their vocal references that they put on their music. However, what everyone is looking for is diverse. Do not limit yourself. And this was in my webinar. So if you guys didn't catch the webinar, make sure you go back and check the replay out. But this was in my webinar. What everyone is looking for is diversity. Get out of hip hop, guys. If you're going to do hip hop, merge hip hop, infuse hip hop with a little rock, a little pop, a little East Indian. Okay. Think about, what was a song a while ago? It was called Contagious, if I'm not mistaken. Contagious had a hip hop beat with a East Indian vibe. You know what I mean? It's called So Contagious. I can't remember the artist's name, but that infusion created something different. Think outside the box, because your music, guys, as musicians, as artists or songwriter, whatever you are, producers, your general audience, your clientele base is every genre of music. Every genre of music. Stop being comfortable with hip hop. Every genre of music is where you guys control. I told you guys before, you guys control emotions. You control emotions. Go to your favorite movie tonight when you get a chance, or when you get over here, go watch one of your favorite, I don't care what movie it is, just watch your favorite movie, and listen to the music and how it controls the images. If you take away the music, the film does not have the same effect. Take away the music and just have the vocalization of the actors, the film don't have the same effect. So you guys, I keep telling you, are the most powerful beings on the planet. You're the most powerful beings on the planet, next to babies, because babies, when they cry, they elicit an emotion. So my point behind that is, don't think of what type of beat you should be doing. Think of what type of productions you should be doing. Think about what type of genres that you've always been interested in, that you need to start developing your skills, because that's how you become a multi-millionaire. You see, Dre deals with us and deals with us for one simple reason. We can go into the studio and do anything. We can work with anything: rock and roll, country, dubstep, hip hop, reggae. We could do it all. So as producers, don't limit yourself to a genre of music. But what I also want you guys to understand is, learn that music controls emotions. It's what you can elicit out of your listener that determines how good you are. That's how they can imagine if you're great or not. That's how they separate the greats from just the people that are good. You don't want to just be good. There's a lot of people that's good at music. You want to be the great because you're really paying attention to music. You're really paying attention and understanding the science of music. You get what I'm saying? That's what makes great producers. That's what make the greats like Quincy Jones and them stick out. Right? So that was a great question. I appreciate you asking that. And I hope that I answered your question as well. Let's see. Please, and let me say this to you guys as well. I know you guys want me or other producers to listen to your music and whatnot. That's fine. But at this point, ask questions that I can help you while I'm here. Okay, because I charge for this. I consult people for this, right? And I charge a lot of money when I do this. Come on, guys. Questions. Okay, so Agdog 1986 says, how do you get into making audio productions for video games? It seems pretty hard to do. Not necessarily. One of the advantages, it goes back to what I just said. Okay, 1986. I'm just gonna say 1986. So I don't mess up the name, Agdog. But it goes into the simplicity of video games are still based on an emotion. So even if there's a highlighted point within there, you have to have, listen, at the end of the day, you have to have the product that they're looking for. When music supervisors, which I spoke to one this morning, we talked in detail about a lot of different things and what they're able to provide, my producers and music millionaires and things like that. But one of the things that we definitely talked about was understanding what these gaming organizations are looking for, because they still have music supervisors. Music supervisors and directors of music are simply looking for music that they can place within a certain scene. Okay, so this is why I tell you guys to broaden your catalog. Okay, broaden your catalog. Let me give you another secret. Make sure all your music within 4 bars is changing. And I don't mean no drastic change, but something new is introduced. Start using the melodic melody, to be able to tell the story, all right, and change it up. You guys have to start, and here's a secret. This is free, all right? Start going to grab a hold of your favorite film or movie, and this is a part of the course in Music Millionaires. I'm gonna be teaching this. Go and find your favorite music, TV film, and catch it during the time where there's no audio in it. There's just only dialogue, and create a themed track around that. Create music that you think fits the dialogue of that particular scene. Take your favorite game, eliminate the music, screenshot it, however you record your game, screenshot it, screen all the actions and movements that's going on within that, whether it's a shooting game, whether it's basketball, whatever, and then create a theme under it. Critique yourself. See if you can master how it's done. Take just images and then form the music around the images that's being seen. Does that make sense? This is how you do it, guys. And then once you do that, you will have set yourself up to be able to provide the music that these companies are looking for. And getting your music there is real simple. It's just finding a library who will accept your music, or who's accepting music for gaming, who's accepting music for TV, sync placements, films. But if you don't have the proper catalog of music to submit to, something that they're looking for, libraries is real simple. They're looking for a diverse producer that they want to include in their library. So when their clients come to them and say, hey, we're looking for XYZ for this new project or this new Black Panther movie, they say, oh, wow, we got Kyle Knockwood Music Productions. They always provide great, changing, evolving, cinematic, emotional music. Let's put this out to Kyle and see what he comes back with. But if you haven't mastered that, okay, you haven't mastered being able to create that music, you lessen your chances by just submitting beats. And that's what happened to a lot of producers. They get upset and they say, oh, I wasted my money. I submitted my music to this library. I haven't gotten any placements in 2 or 3 years. And, should I go to it? And I get these questions all the time. Should I still have my music submitted? No, it's not your music. It's you. It's you. You're just submitting music you have that you think was hot. You're not submitting music that has diversity in it. So they can't find a placement for it. But if you create multiple genres of music, multiple orchestrated pieces that fit multiple moods, whether it's a sad mood, whether it's a mood that can be utilized for a rainy day, whether it's an emotional piece that deals with a baby possibly crying or being sick, whether it's a action-filled movement. If you have a catalog full of multiple movements within your catalog, you will have what they need. Does this make sense? You understand? So all right. So, hopefully that makes sense to you guys. All right, guys, you got it. Like I said, and I know it's $5, $2. It don't matter what. When you do super chat though, it highlights you, because other than that, I'm gonna have to go back. Then I'm not gonna get everybody's questions. If it's an important question, it's going to help you guys make some kind of money, just super chat, and let's go from there. Let's see. Where was it? Okay. Kay Crawley asks this question. I'm about to sign an artist and give her a $10,000 advancement, 87%. Minus 13%. Do the major labels take a percentage from the 13% to compensate for production costs, etc., or from the 87%? I have to be more clear of what you're asking. Who gets 87? Who gets the 13? Also, if you're giving her a $10,000 advancement, are you going to make this back? That's the question. So, Kay Crawley, my thing is from the aspect of we're talking about, we're two bosses, okay? All right, so CEOs. If I give her even $10,000, what do she have that says I'm going to compensate or accommodate that back? And is this your first artist that you're signing? Because that's the key. You have to be able to recoup the money. If the artist has not done what she needs to do to make sure that you are going to recoup your money, is that $10,000 advancement really worth it? And that's the thing. The artist has a job to do as well, because here's what happened. When you start just giving money away to artists, okay, and they really didn't have anything to do but sing. They didn't do anything else but sing. They get accustomed to that. And what happens then is they keep asking for advances. They keep asking for advances under the promise that, well, you're going to make it back. I've given you so much, or I signed the contract so you to get X, Y, Z back. Yes, but if I can't recoup my money back from you as an indie label, none of that matters. If I'm in debt, none of that matters. So you have to start looking at your artist as an investment. And can I get a return for my investment? It's no different than buying houses or cars. We can buy a house and it puts us in debt, right? But if I buy a house and I'm going to put it on the Airbnb market or lease it as a vacation home, now I have a investment that's an asset. It's not a liability no more. So that's the way you have to look at it. How am I going to make that money back from that initial investment with that artist? And if I invest in a let's say $100,000. If I pay $100,000 for a house in Atlanta, but it's sitting amongst $500,000 homes, I instantly know that I have $400,000 in equity because of the value of that house already. So I've invested $100,000. I'm going to make $400,000 back if I don't do nothing else but resell it. But my plans is to rent it out or lease it out. So I plan on making more of my money back because of how I'm going to capitalize off of it. And I hope that makes sense to you guys, anyone doing this. All right, but explain to me the 8713. Ryan F says, I like to perform local shows once I begin making money from my listeners. My time is coming. Okay. Let's see. All right, Spadazzo. Good. Spadazzo's in here. He's talking. Just go to Music Millionaires. It's at the very front of the page, right under the video, and you can click the button and it'll take you to the webinar replay. Brand New says, okay. Brand New says, what platform do you suggest to sell beats on starting fresh? I think that's an easier answered question by producers who actually use platforms. We don't have to use platforms to sell beats. So I'm a little out of the loop. I only could tell you what most people use, which is BeatStars. And again, I told you I'm not going to cap or put fluff onto it. A lot of people use. I hear a lot of people talk about BeatStars. I hear a lot of people talk about what is it called, guys? Air. Used to be something else, but Air something. But those are the platforms. My suggestion would be to ask producers in the community and their experiences and get the pros and cons. You know, everything has a pros and cons. So find out the pros and cons of it. Okay. Origin says, do you have any simple advice on R&B hooks? Origin, was you at the webinar? Because I think I covered R&B hooks. All right. So one of the things that I talk about in the webinar is hooks, how to get that industry sound. So I'll give you this as well, guys. Here's a little secret. R&B hooks is real simple. You find, okay, let me go backwards. Most producers have a preferred style of music, meaning that you have music that you favorite, that's, you know, what you like, that you gravitate toward, that you find to be dope music. So my suggestion would be whatever genre or type of music that you like, gravitate or go toward that music when it comes to creating hooks and things of that nature. Now, what you do is, and it's just real simple, it's called ghosting. Go and basically find someone who music you like. Maybe it's a Beyonce, maybe it's a Drake, maybe it's a Trippie Redd, whoever. Find it, listen to the lyrical content, listen to the hook, listen to the melody, mimic it, but change something up. Change maybe the melody up, change the message up. So say the exact same thing they said, just find another way to say it. That was something that was real big being in the studio with Dre. He would love a song. We work on it. It'd be universally across the board identified as a dope track. But then he'll say, well, I like this, but I need you to change up this line to say something different, or say the same thing, but mean something different. So do that. Okay. And that's the easiest way that you can learn how to write hooks, whether it's R&B or rap. Do the same thing with R&B. Okay. Let's see. You guys are having a bunch of conversations. I can't see. Okay, it's a bunch of conversations going on here, but if you guys have any questions, Instagram is what I'm trying to use to sell beats. And Instagram is one of the easiest ways to sell beats, man. But you have to invest. That's the only thing with Instagram. And you got to know how. Okay, so here's a secret about Instagram. All right. I'm not going to give all of it out because a lot of times it goes over you guys' head and you don't hear what I'm saying. But with Instagram is treated the same way you treat music. You ask a question. You see something interesting, you ask a question. You put your beat online, you know what I mean? It's a dope beat, ask a question. Who you think will sound great on this particular track, right? You engage your audience. You ask a question, most people want to answer. When they're going to listen, when they see the question, they may not even listen, because you got it muted. But then you look at the bottom and say, who do you think will be on this track? And you spark their interest. So they'll be like, oh, let me listen because I want to be able to answer. Oh, shit. Yeah, I hear so-and-so on that. So that's how you get people's attention. You can't sell beats first if you don't have people following you to sell your beats. Also, you guys got to learn how to use the hashtags. The hashtags are one of the most powerful tools you can use. Outside of the hashtags, you guys got to have to learn how to use other trending topics, things within your niche. Find other trending topics, repost them. Okay, make sure that they're relevant. They're trending at the moment. Don't get no old shit from 2 or 3 months ago and try to make it relevant again. Get something that's trending right then. Post it. Add your hashtags. Ask the question. Ask a question. Ask a question. With questions come answers. Real simple when it comes to selling beats on Instagram. Once you get enough people following you and you ask the right questions, you can then pitch. Always pitch. But the other thing is make sure you have a website, guys. I preach you guys having a website so that you can capture emails. Emails is the most powerful thing that you guys can have. So capture that email so that you can always push later on, whatever it is, promote or whatever it is you got. Thank you, Darian Reed. It is airbit.com. Thank you. That's what I was trying to say. Cal Not Music Production asks, how do I get good sounds? Should I spend nearly $700 on Omnisphere? Listen, there is, oh my God, there's a ton of avenues that you can get good sounds on. Listen, because it don't sound like you're scared to invest, okay? And it sounds like you might need a private consultation, but it doesn't sound like you're scared to invest. Shop all your avenues. Go into producer forums before you just spend, because I'm gonna tell you what I'm victim of a lot of times. I will spend money on things that I think are great, and then I come to find out that I could have got the same value for lesser money or the same product for lesser money. So before you just haphazardly go and spend money on sounds, Cal, go and do a little research on where you can get something that's going to fit what you're trying to do, what you need, and give you more value for your money, if that makes sense to you. Nikki Wicks gave some great advice. It's best to collab with big artists that are waiting. You want to collab? I don't even know what the conversation was. Marilyn Abrams said, I write great hooks, great songs too, various genres. How can I market lyrics? Whole nother conversation. Marilyn Abrams, email me, musicmillionaires@gmail.com. I'll see what I can help you with, because we're always looking for writers. Stream ain't working. I don't know what you're talking about. Is it a platform I can sign up to sell or write music for labels or artists that wants to buy it? Royalty TV, that is a part of, that's a great question. That is a part of the webinar. I explained to you guys how to get your music in the hands of labels. Again, this is Full-Time Music Business is a course that I'm creating right now. We are building it out. but the webinar will identify that for you. So please go to the webinar. Just go to my website, music-millionaires.com. Check out the webinar. Bear with the first couple minutes, because once we get past the 30-minute mark into the webinar, I go in deep. And any of you guys who was at the webinar, please tell them, you know, that I go in when it comes to the webinar. Spaceman Crooks, I'm running an email capture link posted in my IG profile, ship my website. Okay, so Spaceman Crooks says, I'm running an email capture link posted in my IG profile. Should my website link be there instead? Jay have an email capture on my website as well, but the IG states more clearly you get a free beat. Yes, I would definitely send them to my website, because you want to get your prospects accustomed to going to your website and not accustomed to getting free beats on IG. It's always about conversion, guys. Again, this is a business. If Instagram goes under tomorrow, you are dependent on Instagram to make those sales, you're screwed. Remember what just happened with BeatStars, I think a month or two ago, a month and a half ago, where they got hacked. You guys were screwed. A lot of you guys didn't know what was going to happen. It was the BeatStar apocalypse, and you guys went to panic, and I got a ton of emails because what should I do? And I'm like, listen, I told you guys, send everyone to your website. You want to be in control of your marketing efforts. Utilize the platforms for what they are. Here's it. You have a marketplace, right? You're in a flea market. Okay. And the flea market is providing all these customers to you, right? Now you have to say, hey, here's my flyer. Here's what I do. Go to my store, go to my store, go to my store, go to my store. I don't have to keep coming back to the flea market and depending on the flea market, because if the flea market goes belly up, my money now is dependent on the flea market. And that's how you guys have to look at it. Okay. I already covered how do you build a fan base on Instagram before. Ski SKNG. I talk about that in the webinar about how do you shop your music to labels. It's not hard, guys. You just got to have great product, and you got to connect and spend money in the right places. But for the most part, you got to already have a build up. You got to already have a fan base, guys. I don't care. I don't care what you think. You can have the hottest artists, the hottest music in the world. There's millions of songwriters and singers. There's millions of tracks online right now that you guys can research. The difference between everyone else and your artist has to be shown. And the largest portion is if you've already built your fan base. That's what labels are looking for. They want to see if you've already built your fan base up. Distribution is one of the simple things that can be offered right now to anybody. But at the end of the day, when you're looking at it from the standpoint of artists and fans, artists and getting signed to a major label, they don't want to put any money into building you out no more. They want you to already have your ish together. So have your ish together, please. Thank you. I can't repeat this enough. You can have the greatest music in the world, guys. You can have the greatest music in the world, right? If no one's going to listen to it, what does that mean to me? You understand? I don't care about nothing else. I don't care. Yes, you got great music. You're struggling. You got your bills. You got to get paid. You was featured on America's Got Talent, whatever. If people aren't following you, if people don't want to listen to your music by the masses, that way when we release the music, you can make money. Labels don't want to hear it. So, that's what you guys got to understand. And I know because I'm talking to them every morning. I'm Skyping the majors every morning. Okay, they're on my Skype. And hey, how can we do this? Hey, I'm battling for you guys. I'm fighting for you guys. I'm fighting for my artists. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get these deals. It always boils down to the same situation. Who is following them? Who is listening to them? Okay. And that's the thing that you guys have to understand and be unique. I recently shared something with Nicky Wicks. There was a young brother. He's very young, talented. I can't think of his name right now. However, let me see if I can find it though. Did something very unique with his YouTube channel and built his fan base up very quickly, which was he included people. So he said, hey, send me your melody. Send me your song. I don't care what it is. And this is when you know you have talent. And this is what labels are looking for. The difference between people that can sing and then people who have talent, people who are thinking outside the box, people who are showcasing their talent in such a way that no one else thought about it. And so what he did was, in a nutshell, he had people send him. His name is Jacob Collier. Y'all check him out. he had people send him the craziest melodies, craziest songs. They were trying their best to just stomp him. And he would come behind them, take their song, give them props. This is from so-and-so from this state, and then harmonize and make their stuff sound like 10 times better. That was a creative marketing genius. In return, he built up his fan base, I think, to a couple 100,000, right? He got pushed. He went, when he released his music, he went and charted in the top 100s like that. He had Quincy Jones, Herbie Hancock supporting and talking about he's one of the greatest artists they've heard in a long time. And it takes a lot for these old heads to say that. And so that creative marketing and thinking outside the box is what excelled and catapulted this young brother. And I mean, I say young brother, he's a teenager, to the next level. And he created his own stardom just by thinking outside the box. So what else is it? Okay, so great question, Demario Townsend. When he asks us, when starting an LLC or already up and running, should I get insurance for my business and me as an employee, or both? I want you to do what you can afford to do. Don't put too much money in investing in things unless you're making money. Insurance identifies that you are trying to insure what's coming into your business. So if you have money that's coming in that you want to insure because of accidental death, or your vocals or your fingers or your hands that you may need, that you're doing recordings or something of that nature, then yes, insure yourself, but make sure money's coming in that warrants you insuring yourself, not just because you feel like it's the right thing to do. If you have a building, you need insurance anyway, renter's insurance or something of that nature. But if you're talking about personal liability insurance or insurance to ensure your livelihood is still maintained, then definitely do that. I would suggest that. All right. All right, guys. You guys are getting more and more questions, and so it's hard for me to go through all of them. And I don't want to neglect any personal one. I'll start from back down here. How important is multitasking as an artist? Multitasking is the worst thing that you can do sometimes because it has you all over the place and you're not focused on what you need to focus. There should be several things that you do as an artist. One, make sure that your livelihood is still being able to be maintained. You want to make sure you have money. Guys, don't do some of the things that I've seen people do. I've seen people just quit their jobs up and move to a whole nother state in the hopes and dreams that they make it. These are the same people that I see in California. That's now most of them are homeless, living on the streets, and they're not telling you that story because they didn't do that. The second aspect of multitasking is when you're focused on too many things, it becomes distracting and your tasks never get completed. My thing is, guys, set goals. You need to have a task list. You need to have a list of things you want to get accomplished and have a time frame, a realistic time frame of when you want to do it. Goals are more realistic and doable versus having a dream. A dream, most of the time, is unobtainable, but a goal is something that you can obtain. So when it comes to your tasking yourself as an artist, try your best to task yourself with realistic goals in ways that are in step by step. I want to achieve this, so let me get my business set up. I want to understand marketing and start marketing my business. Let me do that. Let me do this. Task yourself goals. Don't try to multitask, because let me be honest with you, you only can do so much. I'm focused on the question right now. Right? When I'm done, I will then look at other questions and then ask them. I can't sit here and then be telling you an answer and trying to read questions at the same time and truly give you a legitimate answer, if that makes sense to you. Okay. Ski G, do you sign artist producers? Yes, I do. Nikki Wicks is one of the artists that we have signed. And we're going to be releasing him hopefully by the summer. But again, it's about building up a fan base. Also, Sean Levi. We have Sean Levi as well. We have AMBIK. I have several artists that I'm signed, guys. So I want to say that I'm working with several artists as well on other projects. But yes, we do sign. I just thought about it. Am I missing something? Ron F says, I'm in no rush for a lawyer this instance, but I know it will eventually be necessary. I need continue my slow process. Yes, you will eventually need an attorney. And if you have the money, you can always invest. If you are, let me explain something to you about attorneys, guys. If you are doing constant deals and contracts and brand deals and things of that nature, it is necessary to have an attorney on standby, have them on retainer. If you are not doing it, you know what I mean, all the time, there's no need to get an attorney. If you're going to sign a major damn contract, you know what I'm saying, or something that let me break it down to you this without hurting anyone's feelings. If you have $100,000 business, for lack of a better word, I'm just realistically saying, and you're bringing in numbers and you want to protect those numbers, get you an attorney, right? If you're making $10,000 or $20,000 a year, okay, then understand contracts. Don't spend that. You're going to spend $10,000 on an attorney and you're only going to make $10,000 out of it. Just learn contracts, learn enough of the language to be able to know that you're either signing a good deal or a bad deal. But you got to look at your attorney should be an investment. Everything with me is going to be an asset, a liability. You're either an asset or you're a liability. Always remember that. Asset, liability. Assets will bring you more money. Liabilities will only take money. Remember that, okay? We know you can get a deal without a following. How important is to create a big following for more leverage and a record deal? Yes, you can get a deal without followers, but name someone now who got a deal without followers. Name someone who didn't build their business without having followers. That's the point that I'm making. Because again, unless you're going to tell me you are making money in the music industry without no one buying your music or no one interested in you, I listen, show me something different, because right now the followers are no different than your listeners on a radio station. Okay. Before you could pay radio stations to break artists, people were forced to listen to an artist because the radio station played it. It was on rotation, or it was an agreement by the majors that all of this particular station or this channel network or this radio network was going to play it within the demographics of the United States. You could break an artist. Nowadays, without radio station play and having the money to push it throughout all the radio stations, which now most of all the radio stations are owned by the major labels. They're owned by the Sonys. They're owned by the Clear Channels. They're all affiliated, guys. So without a following, your chances of getting signed or breaking yourself into the music industry is little or none. You got to have people that's willing to listen to your music. If people aren't willing to listen to your music, and or people aren't willing to buy your music, or there's not enough people, you're not going to make money. Okay, I can have 70 of you right here. Let's just be honest. I can do 70 right now. It's 70 of you guys in the chat. I say, hey, I'm teaching you guys Music Millionaires, the full Music Millionaire course, business, right? One of you buy. That one person cannot carry my business for the entire year. So the more people that I have that are interested in my product, the more people that I have listening to my music, the more people I have opportunity that's going to stream my music, the more revenue I'm going to generate. And it's just that simple. Legendarian Kilovolt Music says, what's your criteria for signing a producer? Great. I'll give you the criteria of any major label or artist like Dre. Your criteria most of the time, and we piggyback this as well because it's just more beneficial to us, is having producers already getting placements. Producers already getting placements really work for us. Oftentimes we will take, and there's been times I've built a producer out. He got 1 or 2 placements, brought him on team. Him and his affiliation with us grew his career even more. But we look for at least you already having 1 or 2 placements already in your bag with a midway to major label artist. It makes it a lot easier when you've already established your own credentials before getting with us. With major labels and people like Dre, they tend to want to work with people who have multiple placements. That it's undeniable that people want to work with them. So my suggestion would be, and again, go back to the webinar, guys, go to the website, watch the webinar, because I outlined that as well, how to make it happen, what you need to do in order to make it happen so that you guys can have opportunity to greaten your chances of getting placements. As far as I know, my stream is showing that it's great. I apologize if the stream is going back and forth. We have the highest bandwidth we can get here. So unsure why it may be spinning. I apologize if it is. It's something I can't control. So it might be just a buffering issue on you guys. And depending on how you're watching, whether it's your mobile phone or you're at home or you're connected to your Wi-Fi, maybe an issue. All blogs as is Clear Channel and Cox Radio owned by major labels as well? Yes. Well, if they're not owned by major labels are either owned by them. That's most of the time how it works. I'm planning to say I got the streets and the R&B and the pop. You can't lose. I'm as diverse as it gets. Keep that, and that's the thing. You know, send me your music, brother. I will listen to anyone who sent me music. Now I'll listen to it. After I listen to it, me getting back with you and following up is oftentimes the case because I have to focus on my projects. But I'm all for listening to you guys' music. All right. Any more questions, guys? Anyone more questions? Violet Surfer it sticks out, says, how do you feel about the 1,000 true fans? 100% real. Matter of fact, 1,000 true fans is 1,000% accurate. 1,000 true fans, you can make a living if you know what you're doing and if you have something those true fans are willing to follow. Once you give the right message and people feel you, again, 1,000 true fans will take care of you, take care of your financial situations. You just got to have 1,000 true fans, okay? But it's definitely real. It's as real as it gets. Flanty say his brother went viral before he got signed. He knows what we're talking about. Thank you, Flanty. I appreciate that. Sam said, Nikki Wicks, love your sound. Very soulful. Yes, he is very talented. Legendarian says, Kilovolt Music says, thanks, SG. Appreciate you, brother. No problem. And I'm here to help. Gaming Channel says it's better now. Okay. Yeah, it has to be on your end because we're running. I'm right here. My stuff is directly connected to my internet, and we pay money for the best. We're on a business node. All right, guys. So don't seem like you guys have any more questions. Hopefully you guys who are watching the replay of this got something out of the questions that was asked by the community of producers. I want you guys to chime in, get notification if you're the first time with my channel. Make sure that you sign up and subscribe. Also, guys, check me out on Amazon. I got some stuff that's going to be uploaded on Amazon. We're going to be taking some of the YouTube videos because, again, it's not dependent on one platform. And we're going to be sending it over to Amazon because of my agreement with Amazon and Netflix and all these other companies we're working with for you guys. I mean this, man. I'm really trying to hone in, and I'm trying to get Nikki Wicks to record some of his life. You need to see what's going on in Ireland as well, and how this brother makes it day by day. You know, he's just like the rest of us, struggling, surviving, grinding. You know what I mean? Has a passion for music. But y'all check out Nikki Wicks. Make sure y'all check him out on Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram, make sure you come and follow me on Instagram as well. Music Millionaires or SG1. You can't miss me. And also, like I said, if you're interested in sharing a portion of life for this docuseries that we're going to be doing, highlighting producers' lives and music and showing what it's taking for producers to make it in the music industry and artists. You don't have to just be a producer and an artist. If you're interested in that, guys, make sure you email me at musicmillionaires@gmail.com. Let's chop it up. I'm working on this project right now. And also, if you want to be highlighted on the channel, because we get thousands of views here. If you want to highlight your beat making process and you want to share it with other producers, that is available as well. I have no problem taking some video footage of you producing and how you go about making beats, or some tricks and tips that you want to give other producers, and highlighting that here as well. Again, it's each one teach one. So if you want to share that skill set and bring awareness to you or possibly your YouTube channel, or you want to have a head start to get your YouTube channel off the ground by allowing other producers to know that you're willing to help teach what you do know. You don't have to be a platinum producer or a Grammy Award-winning producer to do this. But if you want to get your YouTube channel off the ground and you need a little boost, I'm willing to help you guys. Just let me know, and we'll talk about what you need to do in order to make that happen. But I'm willing to help as much as I can, guys, and that's 100% free. You know what I mean? I want you guys to really understand that. So if you're interested in that portion of it, let me know as well. Hit me up on Music Millionaires, and I'll be available, guys, for the next hour at least to be able to answer your questions. And of all you that I've seen your emails pop up on my in my system, I'm going to reply to you as soon as I get off of here. But if you guys don't have any more questions, again, follow my man Nikki Wicks. Make sure you also follow Shine Levi. These are my artists. I have a couple more artists, but we're working out some details. But make sure y'all follow Nikki Wicks. Check out some of the renditions of songs that he's doing. Check out Shine Levi. And Eron F, thank you so much, brother. I appreciate it. Violet Server says, wait, I have more questions. Ask them, Violet. Ask them right now. You better ask them. It's going into an hour. I said I was only going to do 45 minutes, but ask them. Because what I'll do is I'll take these questions later on and comprise them into another video. And matter of fact, look out for the next video that I'm getting ready to drop. It'll be right after this particular video. So within the next 30 to 40 minutes, we'll be dropping a video of me answering questions that I might not have answered here, or questions that you might have had that I get a chance to answer today. You might find the answers in. So look out for that notification as well in your email, guys. As always, listen, I got 60 of you here, and none of you liked what I had to share. Really? I don't have no thumbs, no thumbs up on nothing. Really? Really? That's how y'all gonna do me? Really? You know what I mean? I can just stop doing this shit and go back to doing music. Anyway, man. Let's see if Violet had her question that she was ready for me. Oregon, you're more than welcome, brother. Thank you guys for so much for liking what I have to offer. Kay Crawley, thank you. I appreciate you so much. Nikki Wicks, you know your family. Love you always. Kyle Knockwood, music production. I think for some reason I'm going to be hearing more about you guys. I really think I'm going to be doing something with you. Flanty said, I'm not leaving till you finish. Flanty, I like you. I was rocky. I was on the rocks with you, Flanty. But you've been saying some things I'm paying attention to. Yours popping up for some reason. All right. Show your businesses. I shoot music videos. Thanks for the knowledge. Show your business. Make sure you hit me up, bro. We're always looking for more videographers and editors and things like that to send business your way when we have opportunities. So hit me up on musicmillionaires@gmail.com. I'd love to see some of your work, possibly work with you as well. Oregon says, I'm starting to watch more Stargate than Star Trek, man. I'm addicted to 7 out of 9. Yes, sir. SG1. SG1. All right. Rare Gorilla says, sign me up for the Amazon documentary situation. Got a lot of content and backstory. Love it. Rare Gorilla Goala. Hit me up, brother. Music Millionaires. And let's go. I'm definitely, listen, we can have the largest docuseries in the world, bro. You know what I mean? Because everyone has a unique perspective. So if you have that, let's go. Let me put the email in here again for you guys, okay? And this is not a project I'm thinking about doing. This is a project that is going down. So Rare Guala, make sure you hit me up. Come on, I can't. Okay, you guys, it's coming too quick now. Okay, I'm trying to get all the thing before I get off this, guys. Eron F says I need a head start for my YouTube channel. Okay, email me and let's talk about doing. I'll talk to you about what's needed and see if you can do it, because it's real simple as far as that head start is concerned. Patch the producer. I like that. Patch the producer. That's dope, bro. I like that. Very informative, SG1. Thank you so much and be blessed. I appreciate you, family. I really appreciate you. Music Millionaires lifetime membership will be switched in the new course you told us about on the webinar. No, it's going to stay lifetime for my current Music Millionaires. And for those who take advantage of the pre-sale opportunity, you will have a lifetime membership. And I'm just trying to figure out, do I want to make it a lifetime membership after the pre-sale? So this is the best time to sign up now. A ton of you guys have signed up and taken advantage of it. I'm taking a few more. Those of you who asked me to hold it for you until a certain time in February, I'll be holding it for you guys. You know what I mean? We'll be respecting you guys. So because of these other people, you'll have opportunity to get the full-time music business course, where again, one-on-one mentoring. I'm answering your questions. I'm delving into your particular issues, and I'm customizing the course for you guys, which makes it so much easier for me to create a course. But right now we have the business and stuff set up, the social media tactics, everything that you need right now to get your business set up and start working on your social media platform is in the course right now, along with, oh my God, a gigabyte of sounds, 5,000 sounds and samples that we use to get our placements. You basically have an entire beat kit at your disposal, so you don't have to go anywhere for quite some time unless just you want some samples or loops. We have access to music distribution. Our deal with Dorito, and not Dorito the chips, but Dorito the company, and UMG is at your disposal, which includes music publishing license. These guys are all in for you guys. So being a part of our company will give you direct access to all those resources. And we're just looking for quality music. You give us good music, you're there. All right. Z, thanks for the information, but I feel the whole landscape is about to shift with T-Series. Was curious to know your thought. T-Series is a behemoth, but T-Series is in India. The thing that people should be paying attention, and what T-Series is doing is what I want to do and what we are building up to do. We are talking about exactly that, Z, and it's a great point. Thank you. I'm glad we're not ending just that quick. T-Series is a behemoth because it is featuring multiple artists. It's featuring filmmakers, and it's putting it all under one umbrella. And they're taking all of those collaborations and all those fans of one particular artist, or all these artists, and they're bringing them all together. So if we are, I'm a fan of Z, and I'm a fan of Fenty, and I'm a fan of DeMario, and I follow him as a true follower, and you say, hey, we're going over here with SG under the Peacemakers, right? And then the Peacemaker says, we have a network of producers, and don't just follow Fenty, don't just follow Z, don't just follow DeMario, follow all these guys. And now your revenue increases because we're taking the collaboration of all of the fans and bringing awareness to everyone. So now, instead of you making that little bit of money off your ad revenue, right, you're making a bunch of money, because when we drop videos on you now, all those fans that were following, 1,000 of you that we have now signed, is coming on and increasing your revenue, because instead of you just getting 1,000 views, you're now getting 1 million views every time we drop a video, which means you're now making between $20,000 to $50,000 per video that was dropped, versus just making $15 to $20, or not even that on 1,000 views. If you make $2 off 1,000 views, you get my point. So what T-Series is doing is just being done from the standpoint of a business advantage point that, if people aren't paying attention, needs to be done. And that's what we're doing. We're saying, let me take you guys and your abilities, and let me put you on Amazon. Let me put you on the platform. Let me put you and build that audience with what I have and what you guys are going to bring, so that we can all make more money. You get what I'm saying? So we're doing a joint venture, and that's what T-Series do. But you got to realize T-Series isn't just a record label. It is a film production company. It is all of that. You know what I'm saying? And I think what they're doing is phenomenal. And I think if people really pay attention to what they're doing, because there was this whole PewDiePie versus T-Series. PewDiePie as a person is one person, and I tell this to everybody. I can do the best that I can with this situation. We can do everything together. You got to think about that. I can only do what I can do. I can hop in my truck right now. I can go to the airport and I can fly to Los Angeles and work on a project. But if I have all 64 of you right now signed under the Peacemakers, right, we can get 64 projects done, and we all get a piece of the pie for all of the projects, versus just getting a piece of the pie for one project. Make sense? So thank you, Z, for that. Flanty, email is musicmillionaires@gmail. Lisa Kelly. Lisa, you're going to have to hit me up, baby, because your message was hidden. Hit me up at musicmillionaires@gmail if you're talking about me. Flanty, I think I left my email in here before. I'm gonna copy and paste again. And again, for all you guys who are new to my channel, or you don't watch all my damn videos, make sure you guys subscribe, man, and follow me, get notifications. All right. What else real quick? I'm still looking for Violet's question. I held on because of Violet. Where is that? Where is that? Where is that? Where is that? Okay. All right, guys. Email me if your stuff is being hidden. Just email me. Like I said, I'm gonna be answering emails, letting you know I got it. Then I'll go through it. That's what's up. All right. Okay. Gaming channel said, question, what is good music? Because I'm confused right now. Good music is whatever makes you feel good. Whatever music you can relate to. Music that you can readily identifiable. And it doesn't have to be great music in the sense that everyone likes it. Just music that makes you feel a certain type of way. Music maybe composed very well, maybe put together. Like there's been plenty of times I've heard music from artists. The lyrics are crap, the vocals are crap, but the music was good. The composition of the music was good. There's been times where I've heard garbage music production, but the hook and the lyrics were great. You know what I'm saying? So it just varies on your taste, brother. You know what I mean? Don't stick with and we're eccentric people, so we find beauty in the craziest things. Like the conversations I have with you guys, and I try to delve into certain esoteric aspects of it and give you the other side of the universal laws and things of that nature. It's really who we are. I try not to get too much into it, but as an esoteric person, we find beauty in the craziest things. You know what I mean? Like I find beauty in a 800-pound fat sister with makeup on, and she has the confidence of a goddess. That's what I find beauty in that. You know what I'm saying? So it just depends on you. I'm trying to get to. Nikki Wicks asked a very great question. How do you go about getting rights to sample stuff? You have to really reach out to the label or the company that you want to sample and really find out, is it worth it? Most of the time when music is sampled, Nikki, it's sampled in a way that it's going to remake or remix the sound or the song in a large way, but you're not necessarily given permission. Sometimes record labels don't want just anyone touching their music. Some people want, just to have longevity, but oftentimes when you get music licensed or to be able to use a sample, you really pay, you know what I mean? Sometimes it's like getting a feature, you know what I mean? So if you are sampling, like let's say Stevie Wonder, you might pay $100,000 up front just to show that you're dedicated and they know that you're going to put the effort to make sure it's a great production. So it just varies. And if you hear my tone has come down, it's because I'm getting hoarse from talking and the excitement and energy that I give you guys. And it also becomes draining, like as a teacher, when you drain when you're taking all the questions and answering. So if you see my tone has come down, that's what that is. Great question, Kyle Knockwood. What do you do about self-doubt? You take that and you use it as a vessel to stop. Listen, and I think that's a great question. I think it's a question everyone should think about. Self-doubt is the foundation of success. To doubt yourself as a producer is natural. Everyone wants to pretend like we have all this greatest confidence. I've heard people say, oh, I'm sure of myself. And I doubt that. You're supposed to say that, but there's always a point in time you're doubting something. At some point in time, you doubt something, whether it's a spouse, whether it's your situation, whether it's a movement you should make. We all have that. Self-doubt is something that is the foundation of building. Let me explain something to you guys. Every year, the universal law, the universe in its concession does one thing. It collapses on itself and expands back out. Every year, seasons change. Things die, they rebuild. When they die, they rebuild based on strength. Trees, when all the leaves fall off them, when the grass turns green or dies and turns brown, it comes back and it's more vibrant. It grows faster. It looks better. It gets bigger. So self-doubt is that self-destruction that we often need to reanalyze and revamp ourselves, because self-doubt only says, I'm not confident in the move I made. I'm not truly comfortable where I'm at, and you shouldn't be. You should never always be comfortable in your position. That doubt is what drives you. I remember this, and I shared this in the webinar. It was a part of me and my brother's transition to where we were, you know, sleeping in studios on floors, waiting for the opportunity, having doubt that anyone really hears us or really gets it, you know. And then what it does, it drove us. It drove us to become stronger, made us better. When people were like, oh, they weren't feeling our music. Okay, then what do we need to do to make it better? That self-doubt is what drives the recreation process within you spiritually, mentally, and then outward physically. So self-doubt is a good thing, and it's a great question. Lisa Kelly said, I want you to say, no problem, love. I can't. All right, so I can answer what I can. Violet Surfer, I sent 2 questions. Damn. Violet says, how do you feel about paying for promo? Great question, Violet. In a day and age, I think it's a great thing if you know that it's going to work. I think you guys have to be real careful about paying for promo that it looks better than it is, because a lot of these guys have bots on their channels. And when you're paying for promo, you want to see results, not botted results. And I think it's a great thing. My son, like I said, he makes a ton of money doing promos, and they're legitimate. He don't have bots on his page. You get legitimate views. You know what I mean? He promoted my channel. You know, he's promoted my page. So promos work. But I think you just need to do your investigation. Make sure that these views are real. You'll know based on interaction. You'll know on people's responses. You'll know on how fast. It's great. Something that I think you guys were looking into that we have a service that we charge for mentions. So what a mention basically does, and if you follow me on Instagram, you've seen it. This is how I built my page. So what we do is we have a ton of accounts that my son actually runs, and what we do is we'll go and let's say we're talking about Will Smith's movie, right? So we'll go and mention all of Will Smith's fans. So we'll say, hey, we're talking about Will Smith's movie at so-and-so, and then send them to our page to view Will Smith's movie, where they're already following Will Smith. So it makes sense that they come over us. So mentions are dope. You don't have to worry about bots. It has nothing to do with bots. Mentions, well, it does have something to do with bots, but it's not people with imaginary profile views and all this stuff. So start looking at mentions, guys. Mentions work wonders. They really work. And again, imagine taking 100,000 people and then of another producer or a Drake type beat. And then you're saying, hey, all those who like Drake type beats, 100,000 of you mention them to your stuff. You know what I mean? And because you have your title and everything positioned the proper way, it builds your thing so much quickly, guys. Prentice Carr asked a great question. Did we play any songs that were mentioned? Oh God, it just lost you guys doing the chatting. From the beats that was submitted, just curious. No. Reason why, and what we're finding out, guys, like some of you guys are using our distribution platform and you're tearing our distribution up because you guys are redistributing music that you've already distributed on DistroKid. You can't do that. That's a conflict of interest. And the same thing happened with the beats. Most of these beats that you guys are placing, I've played on my channel. I had to take the music back down because it was a copyright strike. I can't afford copyright strikes, so I can't play it if you have it monetized in DistroKid or anywhere else, and it creates a copyright strike on my channel. So we just can't do it, guys. If you want me to play something, make sure it's not at least uploaded, or you don't plan on uploading. In order, the specific purpose for it is for promotion or allowing us to promote it, and that's going to be true. Any music that we feature in our videos has to be where we can monetize our videos, because that's how we make money as a corporation, and not have a copyright strike placed against us from using it. Patch, the producer, we need to hook up and do music SGM. Listen, man, I'm down. Listen, bro, I'm down for whatever it is, bro. I'm recording it all though, because I think that's the part of the world we live in now. People want to see the production process. I'll come and sit and help you build out a track, but we have to record that process because it's going to help people and it's going to benefit you. All promotion, guys, all advertising is a good advertising for your business. All promotion, good, bad, or indifferent. Bad publicity, bad and good publicity is all the same. It works for you, and you got to just know how to use it. But I'm all down for promotion and things like that with you guys. Just if you don't want to pay, catch me when I'm going out and about, or I'm going to be in an area, which I'm going to start doing conferences. You guys tell me what you think. I want to start doing conferences where you guys can come pay $25, $30. I'm in a major city, and we just go through everything. We go through everything, business contracts, everything you guys need. Let me know what you think about doing conferences, guys. Royalty TV says, at what age is it that you think you should start rapping if you're not major yet or haven't popped yet? None. If you're true about the craft and you really are steadfast in making it, these days, age is not an issue. Age actually helps it, because if you a grandpa with no goddamn teeth, what a man called Toothless Rapper, you know what I mean? He took him some years to do it, but he eventually broke. You know, he was on Breakfast Club and he's somebody's granddaddy, and there's no age, man. You know what I mean? And something, if you do feel like, or if there's a lack of confidence within your age, I think if you really have talent, you should start looking at songwriting and hooks. Y'all have no idea how many artists can't come up with hooks, but they can write lyrics like a motherfucker, you know, or how many rappers or females, people in general, they're dope lyricists, right? But they can't come up with hooks. So you might want to make that conversion into writing for others. You know what I mean? If you're not comfortable being an artist, allow other people to spread your message. Prime example, as fucked up as it may sound, I got to say this. Look at R. Kelly. You know what I'm saying? What you think he's going to do? He's just going to go back to doing what he did best, writing music for everybody. That's why a lot of artists haven't come out against him. He has had his hand in so many different people's music at his age now that it's hard for people to come out and speak against him, because then it's like, okay, well, they're going to start boycotting my music. So, you know, start writing music, man. You know what I mean? There is no time frame, bro. You know, look at this. See all these grays? It doesn't stop anything. I'll shave this shit down in a minute. God damn it. get on the track. All right. Email us musicmillionaires@gmail.com. We need to collab on some of these tracks, bro. No problem. I'm for the conference. That's what's up. Anybody in the chat at Split? Let's get it. No problem. Nikki Wicks, I can write. Soul, Army and Reggae. Mario Morero. That's what's up. I was going to pay for beats. Then this producer heard my beats and was like, the guys just don't want you successful. Violet Surface says the reverb that you'll learn from indie music and like old Jamaican music is seriously beautiful. That's very true. I like to listen to one album a day if I can. 2 Chainz really popped a 36-year-old. Mario, okay, that's Nikki Wicks. Musical reflection of life. So the music stop when you die. There's a market for every age. Good, great. Guys, that's what I'm talking about, the communication. So it's good. Nikki Wicks, show your mohawk, SG. No, man, I don't have my mohawk out, man. My mohawk is like this tall, man. Like, and I cut it, but my mohawk is real big. You know, with the mohawk game, man. Y'all don't know about that, man. That's what's up, Nikki. Nikki done started. So, what kind of music are you talking about? Recording? All right. Diamond is doing it. She has been busy on a project. Diamond had some. I don't know what happened within the giveaway, but a lot of people did not follow instructions. That was the biggest key for Diamond. They didn't follow instructions, which was real simple. You had to like this, like that. Basically, you know, she was saying, if you want me to give away $1,600, all you have to do is follow me. And there was only like a handful of people that did it. And she thought that was unfair. A lot of people followed her, or people just was like, you know, I forgot how it went, but they weren't following her in the right place that I outlined. So she's going to redo the contest. Because she wanted to be fair. She wanted the right producer to have it. Even though, you know, it's unfair to you guys who did do the right thing. She just wanted it to be done the right way. So she is going to be doing the contest over. And she wanted me to make sure I talked about it. So I'm glad you brought that up as well. So you still have opportunity to do it. Kendall J, how my question get ignored? Kendall, that's what I'll be talking about. You'll have to do, if you do super chat, I can't ignore your question. And where is it at? What kind of music? Oh, okay. What kind of music are you talking about recording? What do you mean? I don't understand the question. What do you mean? What type of music am I talking about recording? So yeah, you have to tell me. Mm-hmm. Z, who are your early influences for the brand you are currently building? Is that directed to me, or is it directed to Nikki Wicks, or what? You know what I mean? And I like this. I like you guys are interacting. This is what Music Millionaires is about. You know, the mentality of becoming a music millionaire starts with just the ideology and communicating. All these opportunities right now, you guys are talking about collabing, and it's one of the things that I tell y'all that I've witnessed in the studio. Dre would bring us in, and he'd bring in a ton of other producers, a ton of other songwriters, and then see it we'd cook up. And then there's times that he was just like, you know what? Like when he wanted just us, we go to his private studio in either Malibu or we go to the other house that I'm not going to mention, you know, but we would go when we needed privacy to get things done. But it's the collaboration that really makes biggest projects. And if you want an example, just look at We Are the World when Michael Jackson bought that out. It's still one of the biggest songs ever. If you want to look at any other example, look at Stevie Wonder, look at Michael Jackson, look at Marvin Gaye when they bought all these great musicians together to make one big sounding album or sound. It's just collaboration is so powerful within its essence, man. You guys have no clue how powerful it is. You know, we all, and that's what we're going to do with one of the reality series. I'm going to get a house, and hopefully no one bites this idea. But I'm going to get a house and put you guys in this fucking house, and we're going to bang out some tracks, and we're going to bring songwriters in and just come up with something, and we're going to record it all, you know what I mean, for the world and let them see, you know. So all right. Oh, okay. I'm not mad, bro. I'm asking like rap music, gospel music, all genres, bro. We're looking for everything. You know what I mean? So I apologize if I'm missing your questions or I'm not seeing it. But we're looking for all kind, man. And I love all your music, man. Again, my email is musicmillionaires. It's this channel. It's all one word. Musicmillionaires at Gmail. Musicmillionaires at Gmail. All right. All right. Love you guys, man. I love all you guys who came on the stream, man. I mean, it's like this is dope, man. I see you cats all in here, man, chopping it up, man. Like beautiful, bro. This is truly beautiful, and you guys just getting it in, man. Just love it, man. Love like Kendall J said, love the flow of things, man. Right on here, just didn't know the flow of things was all. Okay, no problem, man. So if you guys don't have any more questions, man, I'm gonna get ready to get out of here so I can answer some of these questions that we have in the email and get this project flowing together. If we have time, man, I might come back on later on today or maybe do it tomorrow. I may just chop it with you guys the rest of this week, man. But like I said, definitely if you need help with your YouTube channel and you want to produce some tutorials for my channel and want me to give your channel a jump start, please hit me up at musicmillionaires@gmail.com. so that I can help you to the best of my ability. And like I said, if you're interested in me featuring you and we showing your life as a producer and allowing it to be shown on Amazon and possibly even Netflix, because that's where I want to push it to Netflix, but we got to have some strong content. We got to have some interesting, you know, content for it to go Netflix, you know. Let me know, guys. Music Millionaires again at gmail.com. Trying to feature you guys and give you guys a head start and let your lives be showcased, man. You deserve to be showcased. And if I can do that, I'm definitely going to do that, man. All right. With that said, guys, you know what I'm going to say? Music is life always, man. Music is life. We out, guys.